Boogeyman. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform?
Hey Batman fans, Theironhulk is here with a brand new review. Today we have the Batman Arkham Asylum Series 1 Harley Quinn. Now before we get into the figure, I'd like to kind of give you guys a background story on who Harley is. Harley was actually Harley Quintel, and she was Joker's psychiatrist when he was in Arkham Asylum. And well, you know, Joker, being the sneaky bastard that he is, pretty much played Rico Suave and made Harley fall in love with him. She was so madly in love that she freed him from Arkham and helped him in his escapades in trying to stop Batman and Robin and Batgirl, I believe. And, you know, there's been many versions of Harley Quinn and how she became Harley Quinn, but that version is probably the most used. Mainly because it's very interesting, and it fits the Joker's persona very well. He is a conniving bastard. So what we got here is a wonderful figure by DC Direct. As you can see, the packaging emulates Batman's cowl, and the background pretty much gives away the Arkham Asylum feel. Now, this figure is from the Arkham Asylum video game, which was released back in September of 2009. So it's been over a year and a half. And it's taken that long to get these figures. I remember when they announced them, I think it was like December or November of 2009. So it's been a while, but we've got these figures and they are awesome. I got the whole set today from Corner Store Comics. So you guys should definitely head down to cornerstorecomics.com and check out those figures because they are an extremely great deal. The price is fair and you get all of them, because I'm sure if you go to your local comic shop, they're not going to have all of them, at least not at the same time. Joker and Harley seem to be the most popular right now, just to let you guys know. So anyways, with the packaging, we got the cowl, we got a very nice silhouette of Arkham in the background. Or no, Gotham City actually, excuse me. And over here, we have a nice look of the other characters. Of course, you have Batman, Harley, which I'm reviewing right now, Scarecrow, and Joker with Scarface. I'm really excited about Joker. Yeah, so the box is cool. There's a description in the bottom, and it says, "It's a madhouse, and the lunatics are running the asylum. After arriving on Arkham Island, Batman is greeted by Warden Sharp and security personnel. Although the Joker is securely strapped to a handcart for transfer to the deepest bowels of Arkham, he escapes nonetheless." Yada yada yada. Okay, so that's the whole plot of the game. Joker escapes. Batman needs to stop Joker. So let's see what DC Direct has to show us here. Is it a masterpiece of a figure, or is it another crappy statue that DC Direct usually gives us? Let's find out. So here we have Harley out of her packaging, and I have to say, right off the bat, I was blown away by the detail of just her clothing. She is one hot mama. Don't get me wrong, it's a figure, yes I know. Girls in the real world definitely don't look like this. Thankfully they don't, because that's weird. But all I have to say, the first impression of this figure was big. I pretty much fell in love with her right after I opened her and took her out of the packaging. Her sculpt is just finesse. I'm glad I opened her first because she was actually the one figure that I was worried about. You know, female figures, they got their issues, but this girl right here, she is amazing. She is, first of all, DC Direct really captured the CG model of Harley beautifully. They look at this. I mean, she is sexy. And she has a very, you know, adult look to her, which is interesting for a Batman figure. You know, the nurse clothing is very, very promiscuous. And one neat thing that DC Direct did was the net right here that you know, make her stockings. They're actually a real fabric. So that DC Direct added this piece right here on both legs, and they're actually fabric. Go figure. Very awesome addition to a very, very nice figure. Now, I've seen a couple reviews on Harley, and people complained about their articulation. Yes, that is her only downfall, pretty much. From the waist up, I think her articulation is pretty good. She has ball jointed shoulders, swivel upper arms, and then, you know, the bendable elbow joint, and then swivel wrists. To me, that is all you need for an upper body joint. And then her head does swivel. It's not on the ball joint, but who needs them, right? Especially for Harley, she don't need a ball joint. Her waist down, this is where she suffers. Just take off the small stand here, and this is where we have an issue. Now, she does have crotch articulation. They're the cut joints, so they can only go up and down, which is what DC Direct is known for. She does her skirt is like detached, so I mean, she does have some undies down there. Okay. Anywho, she does have the ratcheted knees, but there's really no point because there is no articulation in the ankles or the feet. And her feet are positioned in a certain way where you can only pose her really in one position. I mean, it's not bad, it's not bad, but it really limits her mobility and posability. You know, you can only really have her in that one kind of contrapposto kind of stance, you know, like one foot in the front, one in the back. But besides that, I mean, it's a flaw, but it's DC Direct, so even this figure right here is pretty impressive for DC Direct. So her accessories, she does come with Warden Sharp's stick thing, his cane, which she does whack him in the face a couple times when she says hi to Batman for the first time. So that's interesting. And she also comes with the Venom gun, which is neat. I wish the Joker would have came with it, because I think the Joker needs that more than she does. But, yeah. And then she comes with this crappy stand that most DC Direct figures come with nowadays. These also came with, what's it called? Oh man, that game, Resistance. They came with these crappy stands. And the funny thing is, obviously, Harley is gonna kind of stick out of her stand a little bit when you pose her in it, but whatever. Still, you know, 3 accessories, pretty good for DC Direct, I think. Could be worse. Some of the figures in this line do have less, so I think Harley actually comes with the most accessories in this whole line. So we should be lucky to to have at least 3 accessories, right? But okay, so let's have a quick look at her face sculpt, because I find that the most impressive out of the whole, you know, piece, this whole figure. So we'll just, you know, go in real quick here. Take a look at old Harley. Yeah. you can just tell the detail on her is amazing. She does have that innocent girl look, but at the same time, look what she's wearing. Oh, and then here's an interesting little tag. Not sure if you can see it. Come on, focus. Yeah, you can sort of see it. It's Warden Sharp's name tag that she took from him. So, you know, and the detail, I mean, beautiful. Here are the leggings. As you can see, there is a piece right here of cloth that is loose, but come on, no promiscuous Harley right now. You know, very nice detail. Beautiful detail. And you can see the back of her hair. Yeah, it's an amazing figure. Of course, these aren't for kids. And please don't buy your children these figures because, first of all, they're based off of a mature game, more or less. And secondly, don't buy your kids an evil, crazed stripper, clown accomplice to the Joker. You know, she's just, I mean, for me, as a collector, an adult collector, I think she's amazing. And, you know, if she's amazing, then I'm looking forward to Joker without a doubt. You know, I saw these for pre-order, actually. And then people started to get these in, so I went to Corner Store Comics and pushed that pre-order button. And what did I know? The day after, I got a UPS ship notification. So I pretty much pre-ordered the figure the day before it came in. So I got a pretty good discount, of course, because they raise the price when it's in stock, obviously. But yeah, definitely go to cornerstorecomics.com right now. If you're a Batman fan, if you like Harley Quinn, you will love this figure. She is just amazing. So to round off our review here, we got the DC Direct Harley Quinn. Pros, she's sexy. She has an amazing sculpt, great paint job, good upper articulation. Her fabric is sick, and she has the most accessories out of any of the figures in this whole line. So, yeah, okay. The cons. Lower leg articulation, bleh. It's something to be desired, obviously. The hands, they don't really hold the gun too well. As you can see, her finger is sticking up. But it's still, I mean, it works. It's just not really a realistic way to hold a gun, but whatever. And that's pretty much it. The paint is amazing. I love the paint job. So, Theironhulk gives DC Direct's Batman Arkham Asylum Harley Quinn a BAM! 4 out of 5 stars. So that's it for this review, and I will catch you guys in the next one with Joker. So goodbye for now.